My dear friends from the print and electronic media, our party, Telangana State Council of the Communist Party of India, yesterday had its state executive meeting, secretariat meeting, and today we are going to have our state council meeting. In these meetings, we has witnessed the budget 2021 and 22. Now every crime of this government, Narendra Modi government, every false step, every anti-people measures, whatever is being taken by the Narendra Modi government and respective state governments of the BJP and some of the non-BJP states, is trying to cover its face under Corona 2019. Because of Corona, we could not do it. Because of Corona, this happened. Because of Corona, we could not. Economy's health was very much bad since 2018. The government's revenue receipts are less than the government expenditures. The so-called GST, which was passed in midnight, in the night, has not shown the light. It is passing through the darkness. The people of this country, whatever they purchase, is there any problem? No, there is problem. Audience. Hello. Just the whole procedure of your speaking and your mindset. Of the Telangana State Council of the Communist Party of India is having its session today. Yesterday it had its state executive and the state secretariat meeting where we discussed a lot of national issues concerning the people. We discussed about the economic situation. We also discussed what is really happening in Telangana Rashtra and how the present government is functioning and the people's issue. They are growing unemployment. It is a matter of great concern for every citizen of this country. Friends, we are sitting here at the backdrop of the meeting of the National Niti Ayog, which used to be earlier called Planning Commission, where Prime Minister made a very long speech, and in that speech, he made all sorts of the false promises that economy is kicking and growing up. The major issues of the country are being discussed. It is said that our approach is very it's giving up the new hope among the people. It is generating a new path and new confidence in the people, which is all false and rhetoric, which has no ground. What today we find that the present budget, which was presented few days back in Parliament, once again this budget of a deficit budget. The revenue received of the government, which it has speculated, has not reached its target. And because of that, the GST money, which every citizen of India is paying, even if you purchase a 2 rupees biscuit packet, you are paying GST. And this GST goes to the center, and center has to pay back to the states. Each and every, whether you purchase a biscuit packet or the car of the GST, 13 states have not received their due of GST. Last 1 year, the economic condition of the states are very worsened. A state which is having only 1.2% of income tax paid by their state people, and they collect only 1.1% of GST of the nation. If they get around 6 to 7,000 crore rupees, that state has to give dearness allowance to its state government employees and pensioners, about 11,000 crore. So revenue received of a state has gone down, and government of India is not in a position to give them back the money which has been already taken by the people. This is the condition of economy of the country. But Prime Minister is making all rhetoric, and he thinks he's a great mathematician, he's a great player. And I say, present Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, is a player how to twist the facts. He's a twister of truth. Twister of truth. Narendra Modi should be given world's best award as a twister of truth. The entire country is witnessing it. What has happened in Niti Aayog meeting? He said, our main thing is how to improve generate the economy and how we can come forward. But in entire Niti Aayog meeting, where 26 chief ministers were there, 3 lieutenant governors were there, not a single word was spoken by the Prime Minister about the ongoing farmers' movement in the country, which has entered today is 88th day. Today is the birthday of the famous saint and farmers leader, Swami Sahajananda Saraswati. He was the man who formed the All India Kisan Sabha with Professor N.G. Ranga. And this is the organization, All India Kisan Sabha, which is now in the forefront in this movement of the farmers. Actually, it organized the movement of the farmers. Today is also the birthday, a very important day in the farmers' struggle, when today Sardar Ajit Singh, the uncle of Sardar Shahid-e-Azam Bhagat Singh, who started movement, Pagdi Sambhal Jatta, cap your turban fit, because the Britishers have attacked on your farming. So, Prime Minister has not said anything. Till now, more than 282 farmers have laid down their movement during the last 3 months. But Prime Minister had not spoken even a single word. What sort of Prime Minister we had? A foolish also takes notes of the situation around him and acts. But such a big country of 140 crore, The Prime Minister does not take the notice of that. Somebody dies in a road accident or a bus mishap. Prime Minister sends 2 lakh rupees from his fund and writes a letter. Here, 282 farmers laid down their life. Not a single word, not a single letter, not a single 1 lakh rupees token help to that family. Nothing. On 26th of January, the Delhi police killed a 29 years farmer, Navreet Singh, at ITO. Still, government is investigating central government who killed him. That Navreet Singh had just 2 months back married. On 29th of January, at his home in Rampur in Uttar Pradesh, marriage celebration function was due, but he was killed by Delhi police. Prime Minister has not written a word to his young widow. She is weeping every day. As a Prime Minister, don't you think he has a right and he must have a human duty to such a big republic which he leads? A letter of consolation to that lady, Mrs. Navreet Singh. But Prime Minister has not done it, not sent even a single penny. He is ready. Now more than 11 lakh crore rupees has been tax exempted to the corporate houses, because they are very poor. NPA, our banks become moneyless, but all things has been gone to Lalit Modi, Vijay Mallya and his brothers, and all very near and dear of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. I just want to tell you one thing. This budget is a deficit budget. One doesn't know from where the money will come. All tall claims are there. It's 6.5 lakh, you just understand. Rural distress is there. National Sample Survey Organization, this is not the Communist Party of India, research team. National Sample Service Organization is the Government of India organization, which has said the rural distress is unique, very serious. After the corona, the lakhs and lakhs of laborers, they lost their job. They have gone back to their villages and there is nothing. And you say we have given 5 kg of rice. Why 5 kg of rice means how much? 140 gram per day. One time. In 140 gram rice, one can live. According to Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, a healthy person must require 22 to 2400 calories, and 120 gram of rice gives only 750 calories. How they will live? How they are living? What is their condition? These are the issues. And Parliament, you can't discuss anything. Parliament has become a center of deaf and dumb people. Indian Parliament is a center of deaf and dumb people, and this has been created by Narendra Modi and BJP and RSS government. I am making very serious challenge, because if you will not check the price rise, if you will not check the growing unemployment, the young people will go in a different path, which will be a big challenge for Indian constitution and Indian state itself. What happened? In Haryana, which is very good and very, very dear state to Prime Minister, very next door to the Delhi, 2 months back, in Rohtak district, some 32 chaprasi, what do you call chaprasi in English? Peon post was there. That was also temporary post. Do you know how many people have applied? 28,000 people. I am having the photographs and the detail in my mobile. If you want, I can send you. It appeared in many newspapers. There. Newspapers are more or less, I don't know, anti-Modi news item is not a vernacular news item. It is a state and district limited. But pro-Modi statement are the national media. I don't want to make any, sorry, but I don't have any grudge against you. But at the same time, I feel my duty that what Justice Sawant, retired Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and the President of the Press Council of India, who died, who passed away just 5 days back, what he said in present day, some 1 month back, what he said, 1.5 months back, present day, media is passing through a thorny path. कांटों भरे रास्ते से भारत का मीडिया गुजर रहा है. कांटा, कांटा समझ गए? थॉर्न. कांटा कौन है? These thorns are everywhere. These thorns are on the borders of Delhi just to stop farmers. So I say, in that Rohtak, what happened, 200 people were postgraduate. 78 people were a BTech and an MTech. This is the situation of unemployment, and which is in BJP rule, where Manohar Lal Khattar is the chief minister. You can well understand the situation of unemployment. These boys and girls has become a liability to the family, and family has invested 30, 40, 50 lakh of rupees to make them MBA, BTech and MTech with that hope that they will take care of the family. Now, after spending a lot, selling their land, selling their house, selling their ornaments, mothers have invested and father have sold out his all belonging and all the provident fund he has taken out, but now the boy and girl is not getting the job. This is the situation. In that situation, I just was telling, in that meeting of Niti Aayog, not a single word was spoken by the Prime Minister. Not a single word. And after coming out one-day meeting, the Vice Chairman of the Niti Aayog, Rajesh Kumar, who happens to be my class fellow in Lucknow University and used to be my campaigner when I was just contesting and won the President of the Student Union, he said, in the one-day meeting, the farmers' issue was not discussed because it was not very important issue. There were many other issues. This was the situation of the government. This is the understanding of the Narendra Modi. And hence, I just want to say that in this budget itself, 6 lakh crore tax exemptions were given in different ways to the corporate house of this country. Already six our ports have been sold out to Adani. And I was reading out the Adani's economic balance paper. 16.5% he has earned in one year. 30 lakh crores our ports were given to the Adani. Now nine airports have been given to Adani, including Lucknow and Mumbai. You understand? We have invested during the last 15 years 1,33,000 crore for the reorganization, revamping and making new look for these airports now handed over. This is our money. This is your money. This is taxpayers' money which has been spent to modernize the airports and finally hand over to Adani. Hence, we have decided that these NPA, who has handed over to great scammers, are now the real face of Narendra Modi's economic policy, communalism, everything, Hindu, Muslim. Now, in farmers' movement, he is searching Hindu, Sikh. Now it is beyond. The other day, I was in Corona for 2.5 months. I came out from the deathbed. So I could not participate in that movement. With all your blessings, I have come out from that moribund stage. I went to these 3 places, Sindhu border, Tikri border and Ghazipur border, where huge farmers were there to listen me and I addressed them. What I found? People are weeping, crying. and nobody is talking about them. And you are talking about they are Sikhs. No, Sikhs are there, non-Sikhs are there, Hindus are there, Muslims are there, Sikhs are there. You can understand, whole nuns of the country and the churches, they have gone whole day on fast in support of the farmers. So this is the situation, and now we have decided in the coming days, the handout will be with you. Anilji, the handout, the main things will be there. I just want to say here one major point: how to address the farmers' issue. I am also the General Secretary of the All India Kisan Sabha, and I am the whole movement on the implement the Dr. Swaminathan Commission report, and I was the only member from the representing Indian farmers in that Swaminathan Commission, and I have written more of that Archimedes, Newton's theories are there. I have written that theory that for MSP C2 plus 50, and that movement is going on. That is my hypothesis, my understanding. C2 plus 50 cost inculcated in the production. Government should reduce on the basis of the economic situation, and cost of production should be brought down, and it should be not measured on the basis of the market, but it should be on the retail market, and then plus 50% more. So this is the present MSP. We are proposing to the government, we are ready to repeal the 3 Act. All agriculture produce must be given MSP, and give the MSP an legal umbrella. These 2 points we accept. On the third point, implementation of Dr. Swaminathan Commission, and on the fourth point, that all debts on the farmers, the debt from the nationalized bank, cooperative banks, and money lenders should be withdrawn. On this issue, we are ready to discuss. A government should form a ministers, agriculture economist, agriculture scientist, and Kisan organizations representatives meeting in 1 year or 6 months or 1.5 years, whatever decision government can implement it. But these two, you withdraw, then you open the gate for dialogue. And ultimately, at the last, I want to say, as I said, that today is the Swami Sahajanand and Sardar Ajit Singh's movement's day. On 27th of February, on the martyrdom day of Chandrasekhar Azad, and on 23rd of March, the martyrdom day of Shahid Azam Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru, we will observe throughout the country, and on this day we will carry forward the struggle of the farmers. We wholeheartedly support the struggle of the farmers, the struggle of the laborers, working class. And with these words, I conclude this intervention. And if you have any question, you are open to that.